You are a part of something profound, a divine calling and privilege. It is the role of inspirator upon this earth. The women and men that have hearts capable of bliss. Bliss is what we feel when we let God in. The heart opens and we cannot speak through the sensation of it, cannot be described. Great hearts can tolerate mystery. They can bear the enormity of divine bliss beyond analysis or description and simply be. You don't have to do anything with it, you see. To be an inspiration is to have your heart open for the divine. It is a life calling. Your heart is an inspirational force to be loved, recognized, and protected for the precious catalyst of divine awakening that it is. Be led by your heart. Spirit is in it, speaking through it, calling you forth to love. And that love that flows through your heart filters out through your toes, dripping on all of those who's beneath you, like stars falling from heaven. Hi guys, welcome to Shamayim Podcast. My name is Carolina, and I'm gonna talk about love, spirituality, and creativity. In my last video, we talked about how to fully empower yourself by realizing how you are emanating your life and how you are mirroring your world, your circumstances, your people, your relationships. And first I want to say that I only figured it out later that the video broke and there was no picture, only words, and I got, it wasn't good, but I kind of only find it out later, and I had deleted the video already. If you find that flaw in my videos, hey, it's okay. I also want to say that last time we talked about the reflection exercise, and it was actually from Katie Byron, the work. I'm gonna leave the link if anybody wants to see it. But I was starting to I want to explain, right, why I was unavailable to have relationships. And in my head, I know what I want to explain, but it can take more than one video in order for us to reach that place. So today's video, I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna finish this piece with you. I'm so in love. But also I wanna do the first part of our journey together. And I'm gonna talk about my creative journey a little bit, but also major healing steps I had to make in order to reach where I am. And although it seems it has nothing to do with the previous video, it has. Let's have faith, because it's going to be a little about the woman and where we are at this point in time in history and where we came from. Guys, I'm in nature and I feel so good. I would like to share my thoughts on manifestation again, talk a little about my my journey, because I don't know how you feel, but today I wake up really a little sad, I must say, because I am creating all of these amazing things for myself and I love them deeply, but they're not getting the results on Instagram there's this algorithm thing that's like keeping people from liking me or my shop doesn't have the sales I wanted, or we tend to get a little disheartened, and I wanted to share a little, because on the other hand I feel so blessed and lucky, if I'm not looking at the facts, if I'm not looking at the outer manifestation of my inner, if I'm not looking at the 3D, I feel super blessed because I created the things I wanted in the way I wanted, I expressed how I wanted, and still waiting for all of that to materialize in a way I can get feedback about it. And it's kind of funny because you from the outside, just like I used to do, we all think that it's like call ourselves as artists and then we can spend our days creating art in this peaceful environment with no stress at all. And it's not really that, is it? It's so much work, and it is so healing and so simple, but like I saw it in the first year I started to make it, that part is kind of cool and fun, healing, but then you have to sell it, then you have to open platforms and create all of these things in order to expose that art to the world. And I want to say that to every creator or wannabe artist, that please do it. Do, because we deserve to be happy, we deserve to be free, we deserve to have fun in our lives, This is paradise, isn't it? Where I have this idea of paradise coming to my head, of like being a teenager and being in your room and listening to music, and how music heals our emotions and help us go through our emotions. It's a massive part of being a teenager. It's learning how to deal with your emotions and the outside world. It's that game of how I feel, how I am supposed to feel in order to be connected with this group of people. And I really like that example because it's kind of beautiful, isn't it? It's kind of like our inner space where we can heal with life. And that's what I want from my life. I want to have that inner space that helps me to heal. And so we are not putting so much action into our manifestations because we already know how manifestation works. And we know that if we have a clear idea, a really good far out idea, and the willingness of, like the passion for it, as soon as we can download those two things, like it is created, right? Manifestation is automatic. You cannot have an idea without it materializing itself in the exterior world. The only thing that ever stops it is if your thought goes against it. Like if you don't believe it could be true, like if you in reality, we stop reality from happening. I am really aware of that, because manifestation is instant. The really hard part of it is the beginning. I feel like I want to say that the beginning is like 90% of the process, because you have to deal with yourself and with your what thoughts, right? And thoughts can go very deep. They can go like random thought that goes through your mind, or something that belongs to you as the person, like something that a thought that has passed through your blood and your bones, that holds a belief. And honestly, it's changing those thoughts that we call the subconscious thoughts, right? Really stopping anything from happening. We as a human being, we hold all power, right? We can create anything. We can do anything. We are the children of the ultimate creator, and so we can do anything if we believe in it. That's the hardest part of, like, honestly for me, of creating a business and making all of this a reality. The hardest part was me believing I could. I wanted to talk a little about that, because I see these two patterns in me, the masculine and the feminine patterns, and I had to break generational curses in order to be free. Because like I think about my mother in the feminine aspect, and how she worked a lot, all her life, ever since she was like a child almost. And but she was also an artist, and she painted. She let go of her own dreams, because of family obligations, because of work obligations, because of ancestor obligations, so she ends up feeling frustrated and unhappy and sad because of it, and then we have my father and my father was like more cool. He was like, we have to work, but let's do it in a fun way, let's do it in a cool way somehow. And he wanted to support the feminine, right? He wanted to do stuff, although he was like very much connected to the heart and everything is good, we don't have to touch anything, He would work for the feminine, but since she wasn't happy, right, because she gave up her identity for others, for the family, for everyone else, she would never appreciated him, since she was like closing herself, since she was almost criticizing herself because her soul could not be expressed. She always had this tendency of criticizing the masculine, leaving the masculine completely like he didn't know what to do anymore, because it was like, I am supporting the feminine in how I can, like, even if I think it's not needed, this and that, like to remodel the house. We don't need to remodel the house, but still he did it out of love for the feminine. But the feminine was wounded, right? She lost herself, so she couldn't appreciate, because she was not appreciating. And so this creates also a wound in the masculine, where he doesn't know what to do more, he feels kind of helpless. And that creates the tendency of the masculine who wants to run away, right? Because he did all he could, and still he gets unappreciated. So he wants to get out of the house and not have to deal with the stress, Yeah, and if we go back more in time, and I talk about my grandparents, there's also the same, although much darker, dynamic, because the grandmother was also giving up her individuality and power, of course, as women used to do, right, for the family life. And so my grandmother, again, the feminine, she had to give up her dreams, her whatever she wanted, which got lost in time, right? Nobody knows, in order to support family life, because that's how everybody used to do. Just think about food and children all the time. And we have my grandfather, who used to work really on point, but that then used to run away from the house and have his addictions to not deal with the stressed family life, with an unhappy feminine, that he was trying to support, but he didn't know how to support better, because he was doing his job. And yeah, I feel like I have this dynamics within me. So that was intense, wasn't it? Yeah. Sometimes we wake up in an unconscious way, where the higher self knows these patterns. Sometimes you cannot put it in words yet, and yet the soul knows. The soul knows. In 2021, when I started to do my art, and I started with my art journey, I knew there was something to heal. I was not so aware of this generational dynamics that are present in my DNA. I had no idea. But I had this desire of healing my feminine, and to heal the feminine was to allow her to fulfill her dreams so she could be happy, so she could finally support the masculine in how he was. And all of this divine feminine ideas start to appear. All of this, yes, let's go back to our intuition. Yes, let us love ourselves. Let us be queens. And the feminine, she needs to fulfill her dreams. She needs to be an individual, a separated individual from the family. She needs to shine. And the masculine is supposed to help her with it, right? Or else she will be sad and she will be unhappy. And I was talking to a friend some other day, and I was telling her that everything changed in me with my motherhood, being a mother, because if anybody came today and said that my child couldn't do this, or couldn't do that, couldn't be this, or couldn't be that, I would be so, because she can do it all, right? She's worthy. She's like the best thing that ever happened in this earth. And she can shine. She can be whatever she wants, you know? And when you have such a great feeling like this, then you go like, why can't I? You know? Why can I be everything I want to be? Why can I not shine? It's for other people's opinions. It's because they're gonna be jealous. They will think I'm insane. They will judge, you know? And so to heal the feminine is really to embrace your intuition. It's to listen to your body. It's to make yourself holy. Your wants, your needs. To have faith that in taking care of ourselves, we will be helping others at the same time, you know? We have to have faith that the system of things that God created is real. It is the truth that by being in touch with yourself, you can be in touch with a better way of doing things, right? And yeah, and I feel like creativity is that you do know where you're going, you know, but you have an idea, and you must trust that that idea will come up in the best way possible. No, it's trust God. And I always talk about God because for me it's a personal thing. It's the most beautiful relationship, but you can call it whatever you want, universe, other names, right? Every culture has a name for it. And I just wish that every person had a relationship with it too. But okay, let's not skip the points. So like in 2021, I realized that my baby was holy, and that may be holy too, but she could do it all, and so could I. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and please leave me comments. Thank you so much for being there. I'll see you soon.